guys, welcome back. This is Megan.
And that's Sarah.
And neither of us have a plan B. So welcome back to our show. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode.
Yeah.
I also hope you guys enjoyed Megan's artwork because she is the one that made.
I did.
She makes the cover of our show. And I tagged your art account, so you guys should go follow her art account because she's really talented and really good.
Thanks.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have any updates from last week. Oh, no. I got the job at. Oh. Thank you.
At Redacted.
I got the job at Redacted. It's really good. I'm happy. I'm really happy. How's your?
My job hunt is still a hunt.
Okay, let me stop being disgusting when trying to eat.
Girl, eat how you want to eat.
Sorry.
I don't think people came here for
etiquette.
No, I don't think they came here for etiquette or anything. Definitely, I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I don't think people came here to take us seriously.
It's true. Happy Black History Month, guys.
Oh yeah, happy Black History Month.
They may have canceled it, but people celebrated before and will still keep celebrating. So
really wild, by the way, but
yeah, it was insane. Also, happy Lunar New Year. Last Wednesday, guys. I believe I think it was last Wednesday. Yes, happy Lunar New Year, guys.
What's the
it's the
zodiac? Is it the snake?
Yeah, it's the year of the snake.
Period.
We're both the year of
the rooster.
The rooster. So is my mom. We're all the year. The three of us are the year of the rooster. What was I gonna say? Man, what was I gonna say?
Actually, I don't know what you're gonna say. But do you want to open the door while we're at it?
Yeah, you might as well do.
I think I kind of ate that. Not gonna lie.
Okay, whatever. You're done. Whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but yeah, we can open the door. So.
Sorry, I'm cringing at myself right now.
She's like so pleased with herself with that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the Reddit post, but I
don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it look like I'm doing something on my laptop.
Yeah, she's not, bro. She's not doing it.
I just have it's on my laptop open.
Dude, literally before we started filming, she was like, "Well, since you have your laptop, I think that I kind of want my laptop, so it like matches." And I'm like, "I mean, period, queen, but like."
Well, because most of the stuff I have is on my phone, but like, I don't look like I'm on my phone.
I'm over here trying to figure out.
24/7.
How do you access your... Oh, found it. Sorry. Dude, look, I posted one time on Reddit and I just basically gave up. Okay, here we go. So, just a little reminder, Devil's Advocate is where we read a post from the Am I the Asshole thread, and we establish who the asshole is, and then we try and defend him or her or them.
Yeah, and it's not like, don't take it seriously.
Yeah, it's not serious. It's just for fun. So,
and then afterwards we will give our actual opinion on the matter.
Yes. Okay. So, I simply
no, keep going. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I simply. Do you need something to drink? You need a little something to sip on?
No, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead. I simply asked my girlfriend if she made cupcakes. She freaked out, and now I want to leave her. Am I the asshole?
Okay.
A few days ago, I, 38 male, had just gone home from work and said hello to my girlfriend, 36 female, in passing while she went into the basement to grab laundry. And went into the... Dude, this guy's got like 8 commas in. Sorry. A few days ago, I, 38 male, had just gotten home from work, said hello to my girlfriend, 36 female, in passing while she went into the basement to grab laundry and went into the kitchen for a beverage. While I was in the kitchen, I noticed a cupcake pan in the dish rack drying. My girlfriend rarely bakes cupcakes, so I found it odd. When she came upstairs, I simply asked, "Did you make cupcakes for something?" She stopped in her tracks, dropped the laundry basket, and without turning to look at me, and in the most foul and aggressive tone, she said, "What did you ask me?" This time with more explanation, I said, "I saw the cupcake pan in the dish rack, so I was wondering if you made cupcakes." She spun around so fast, and I didn't know what the abbreviation STG meant, but I figured it out. And I swear to God, her eyes turned black. I'm not sure if this is exactly what, if it was I'm not sure if this is exactly what was said, but it was something along the lines of, oh, so when it comes to baked goods, you're a detective now. A muffin pan in the kitchen is such an out of the ordinary new detail that it grabs your attention. Then she went on an insane rant about how I never notice anything else, that she does so much around the house and in general, and so many thoughtful, kind things for me specifically that I don't acknowledge, let alone appreciate. So to notice a pan was apparently the end of the world. I stood there stunned and said nothing. She said no, she didn't make cupcakes. She washed the pan because it had fallen on the floor while taking out a different pan because, and this is fun, she actually made brownies that I had not yet noticed. I took a shower and gamed for a while before bed. She said she had the bedroom door shut, so I slept on the couch. We didn't talk about it again, and she's back to her normal, happy, silly self. I, however, am not back to myself. Now, when I look at her, I see this once beautiful, loving, caring woman going absolutely batshit over cupcakes and just can't shake it. I'm considering ending the relationship. Am I the asshole?
I'm not gonna lie there, sister. I couldn't even tell what you were talking about. There was so much. I'm just like,
the people. I swear, like some of the people who post on Reddit and try and explain like stories are so
they're not
inefficient.
They're
very inefficient, and they're definitely poor writers as well.
Yeah, because like I feel like when I'm trying to read them aloud, it sounds like I can't read, but it's just the way they structure their sentences.
It's very odd.
It's like it's not grammatically correct. So it's like
the gist of it is basically that there was a cupcake pan in the kitchen, and he pointed it out and asked if she made cupcakes, and then she got upset.
Okay.
And then she got over it. Like she was mad in the evening, and then she got over it, and the next day she was fine, but he's not fine. He's, I don't know, whatever.
Also, I'm so sorry if y'all are getting ASMR. Yeah. I apologize.
He's thinking about ending their relationship because of the way that she reacted. Sorry.
No, I just feel that all they're gonna hear is like
and it's my mouth noises. It's not gonna be good ASMR. It's not gonna be good ASMR. I apologize, guys.
What if I just took my mic off for a second?
I'll just cut this whole segment because it does sound nasty.
Because with the pumpkin paste, it's so thick.
Yeah, they're very dense muffins.
They're thick and they're still like a little, for lack of a better word, moist. I just hate saying the word moist. Not even that like it sounds like it should have like a sexual connotation to it. I just don't like the word. It sounds gross.
That's how I feel about the word panties. Just say underwear.
I think if I hear somebody say panty, it sounds sexual and it sounds juvenile. And I'm like, those two shouldn't be going together. So just don't say it, period.
Ew.
It's like saying like daddy in a sexual way. I'm like, no. Stop.
Ew.
Anyway.
So what do you think the real answer is? Because we have to figure out the real answer in order to...
Is the podcast still going or are we still cut?
No, we're good. We're on.
Okay.
So who do you think who do you think the asshole is? He wants to leave his girlfriend over this, so obviously it must have been quite the blow up.
Honestly, chat, I'm thinking it's the girlfriend's fault.
She's the asshole?
I'm thinking it's the girlfriend's fault because listen. I will say I also think the story would benefit if we just got like a little bit more information from both sides. But also I feel like if the boyfriend just gave a little bit more information, it'd be like a little bit easier to come to a verdict. But here's what I think. I think it's also the wife's fault because listen, the boyfriend, he just sounds like he's just so whenever you just had a long day at work, you just he's sitting in rush hour traffic, he's coming home, his feet hurt.
Okay.
What if he works in a trade? He's out all day. He's working 12-hour shifts every day and he wants to come home. Listen, on top of that, what if the wife can't cook? So he's in the kitchen and he's, slaving away and he's like, oh. And then what if he has like a little one? But I
don't think they have any kids.
Okay. Well, they don't have kids. Okay. What if they have a pet? Still got to provide for the pet, right?
Okay.
So, you gotta, let's say, I'm gonna give the wife the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna say she takes care of the pet since she's probably at home all day doing absolutely nothing. I'm going to say, or I'm gonna ask this question, hypothetically speaking, if you were at work all day and you were slaving away, you had to come home and cook. Like, for example, y'all don't know this, but today Sarah did have to cook dinner.
I did.
It was really good, by the way.
Was it? Okay.
I liked it.
You didn't say anything, but I figured it was because of the mouth noises going on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
So I figured. But I was surprised. I made smothered.
Okay, so
I made smothered pork chops and asparagus and mashed potatoes and cornbread.
And how did you feel after that? Like, what was your energy level looking like? Like, how were you feeling?
Well, I came up here and doom scrolled a little bit before I had to get my information together for the pod.
Okay. And why did you doom scroll? Did you feel like it was because you were like a little bit overwhelmed?
Okay, bro.
See, these are the questions that we need to be asking in the subreddits, okay? In the Am I the Asshole subreddits. This is what we need to be asking.
They're called subreddits. I think they're just called comments.
Okay, well, this is what we need to be asking, okay? I feel like these are important questions that people are not asking. And now I want to hear your take because I feel like I touched a few points that other people aren't. I'm asking questions that other people aren't willing to ask. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so I want to know your opinion.
Okay. I'm gonna from the wife. I think that the guy is being an asshole.
Okay.
Because peep this, guys. And so he's 38. She's 36, right? They're in their 30s. I'm not going to say that there's anything wrong with having hobbies, but I just want everyone to know that what this man does. So actually, let me reel it back. Basically, okay, sorry, I just had to make something. Anyway, yeah. So he's 36, he's 38, she's 36, right? When he comes back from work, what is she doing? She's doing laundry. When he asks her about the cupcakes, she ends up saying that she did the dishes earlier. And she also said that she had made brownies earlier. And so what I'm hearing is that she's doing the cooking and the cleaning.
But did she cook? She baked though. Did she cook?
He didn't tell us if she made dinner or not. But I'm guessing, I'm low-key guessing that she did make dinner. And it doesn't tell us if she's a stay-at-home mom or anything. It doesn't tell us. But even so. Maybe she's not a stay-at-home mom. Maybe she is. But when she got upset at this man over this, she's losing her mind. The appropriate response would be, hey, babe, this is kind of out of nowhere. I'm not really understanding where this energy is coming from, but for some reason you're coming on to me really strong over this cupcakes. So maybe he's dumb. Because if I was minding my business, doing nothing, coming
Okay.
If I was minding my business,
she's gonna keep it.
Jesus, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
If I was minding my business and I came home from work and my partner starts losing their mind over some cupcakes, I think I'd have a couple of questions to ask. But no, this man doesn't really have any questions. He doesn't try and dig deep, doesn't try and get to the root of the issue. Instead, he says, and I quote, I took a shower and gamed for a while before bed. He didn't try and talk to her about it. He didn't cook. He didn't clean. He did nothing. This 38-year-old man came home from work. No, his girlfriend was obviously in distress. He brushed her off. Then this 38-year-old man sat at his desk and played some video games and then went to bed.
Okay.
Also, if you get into one fight with your partner, you're thinking about leaving?
And see, this is where I'm going to have to jump into that argument. This is where I'm going to have to say, hold up, but wait a minute here. Because I'm just saying, I'm like, what if this is a pattern? What if, because you know what? You assume that the wife cooked that night.
Oh
You
my!
assume. You assume.
Even if we take
You
cooking,
assume.
even if we take cooking out of the equation, she's obviously cleaned and she's doing his laundry.
I mean, yeah, but also, I mean, you also have to take into account that he was at work for 12 freaking hours.
We don't. First of all, we don't know that, and also she could have been working too.
I just feel like I don't know how far I should be taking the bit.
No, you should go, bro. Go, bro.
Okay. I just feel like, historically speaking,
historically speaking, what? Historically speaking, women have
traditionally in American culture, actually, they didn't specify where this was. But I'm assuming since the story is unhinged like that, I'm assuming it takes place somewhere in the U.S.
Florida, if you will.
I was about to say probably Florida, somewhere in the deep depths of Florida. But wives have always been in the kitchen, and I'm not sexist when I say that. I just think that women do have a craft, and that craft is with the spoon and is with a pot. Not only that, but I also think that comes with setting the table. And I just feel like they just kind of have this duty to provide for. I feel like they just,
No, I don't.
For example, today, what you cooked for dinner? That was really good.
Was I performing my womanly duty by cooking?
I do. I really do. I really do. And you know what? And I think it's a gift. And I think that's a gift that all women have. Like it's almost like it's like having a green thumb, except not everybody has a green thumb. But I do think, just like how I don't think everybody on Earth, not everybody on Earth is skilled in the kitchen, but I do think that is, I don't know if I would call it a thumb per se, but that is a skill that all women have. And I do think that in some women it may be buried deep inside, but I do think that there is
there's a chef in all of you.
Yeah, there's a little chef that,
if you will,
a little
that's pulling on your hair.
That's underneath your toque.
It's underneath your toque.
I don't know if that's the right terminology. I just got that from Ratatouille.
Underneath your hat, there is a little chef in all of you.
I'm just like, I don't know. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
No, but I seriously want to know, like, I'm sorry, but respectfully, like, you can't be a 38-year-old man who's dating someone.
Yeah.
And, like, you get into an argument. A, he ignores it. And B, he just goes to game. And then he says that she had the bedroom door shut, so he slept on the couch.
But also, here's my thing.
Homie, the door wasn't locked. Excuse me. Homie. Okay. The door wasn't locked. He could have knocked on the door and went in there. We need to be for real. Also, I feel like women don't just,
can I say something? I think, again, I still think that we need more details of the story, actually, because, like,
I agree, but
I feel like
with the details presented,
because I feel like she wouldn't just randomly blow up just because of some cupcake tray. So I think there's something else going on there. Or like,
exactly. Well,
or maybe that she has, like, maybe she's just short tempered or something, or there's like she has, like, there's a pattern or something in there. I don't think this is just like a one time thing where this is like, oh, like he just left it out this one time and then she blows up. Or if that is the case, then I think there's something else going on.
Well, he's making it seem it's a one time thing, because if it hadn't, because he's saying that like he'd never seen this side of her, and now he wants to break up with her over this one incident. So obviously she's never acted like this before.
Again, I still feel like there's information missing, because I feel like freaking out over a cupcake tray.
Well, what she says is that he basically doesn't notice her, and now that he wants something like a cupcake that he thinks that she's made, now he's willing to, like, go out of his way and pay attention to her.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think there's more underlying information because just with that information alone, right there, there's definitely some more to it. It just seems like maybe he's just. It almost sounds like he's emotionally unavailable.
Yeah, it does because, like, no, like what I said earlier, like if I was dating someone and they
Like he's
absolutely and they
avoidant.
lost their mind over a cupcake pan, I would be like, "Hey, babe, is everything okay?" Like, because
Mm-hmm.
this is really because this is the this is especially if this is unusual behavior. Like, I feel like you definitely be like, "Hey, babe, like, is everything okay? You know, you've never done something like this before.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?" And the fact that he isn't doing any of those things and he basically just ignores the problem and waits for it to go away, and then now he's like trying to now he's talking about leaving her, just like you said earlier. It just makes him seem like he's emotionally unavailable because, like, I don't know, it just kind of seems like if he's not putting in any effort into the relationship, and the second that things get even a little bit difficult, he's about to pack up and leave
Mm-hmm.
over one incident instead of just trying to communicate. Mind you, he's 40. This man is almost 40 years old, acting like that.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're a full grown adult.
Maybe you're past being an adult. You were an adult 15 years ago.
I feel like that's more than 15 years
You know
ago.
when your brain starts developing it.
Oh.
Well,
Mine doesn't develop until I'm 35, so I got a while.
ooh, do I ever want to look that up and know what my fun? Am I gonna ruin my day? Let's find out.
Well, because it was like
I
people
don't
with
think I can get a real answer online.
people with ADHD brains, I think their brain doesn't fully develop until they're 35 or in their 30s, one of the two. Let's check. And that pissed me off when I saw that. That actually like pissed me off. I was like, ugh, I was excited. I thought like, maybe everything would click when I'm 26. No, not quite. How long does it take?
Um, yeah, I can't get an answer for mine.
What is the answer that you seek?
It pretty much just it literally just tells you. Well, it pretty much says that brain will probably develop quicker, but it doesn't tell you when it will.
The brain's frontal lobes, which are involved in ADHD, continue to mature until we reach age 35.
That's rough.
Yes.
Well, the average time
Very rough.
for
Well,
women
it's
is
not. It's not. I just was excited. I wanted my frontal lobe to develop faster.
like
It's not a
25,
bad
which
thing.
is the
It's normal,
typical.
but yeah.
Typical is 25 in women. Either way, that's crazy. Like, 38-year-old man, just break up. Actually, as a matter of fact, go ahead and leave her. Do her the favor, because you're too old to be acting like this, and you just go ahead and break up. Just give it up. Go ahead and break up.
Yeah.
Do her the favor
Yeah.
while we're at it. Leave.
Yeah.
So, would you like to introduce your S&M topic?
There was topics last week that I forgot to write down that we were talking about that we wanted to expand into this episode. But I did write
I was
down.
going to save something for a whole different episode. I actually picked a whole new topic for this week.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me the topic. I didn't know about this.
Well, the whole point was not telling each other the topics.
Oh.
Tell me your topic.
Oh, okay. Well, one of my topics, well, I'll just do one this episode. Is I'm starting to come to the conclusion that, like, with a lot of movies these days, I just feel like the multiverse trope is getting overdone.
Bro, we need to
I'm
let it
kind of
go.
tired of it.
We need to let it go. What was
And
your...
like I say that, and we have Across the Spider-Verse right there,
Okay,
but that's not the same.
That's S tier.
They were like one of the, well, they weren't the first people to do it,
That's
but they were
S tier though. That's
yeah.
like, that's
I won't
S tier multiverse.
I won't say Spider-Verse were the first people to do it, but they were like one of the first people to truly like perfect it.
Yeah, that's ST multiverse right there.
Or they were among some of the people to perfect it.
What's your what was the latest incident that really felt
I was thinking about it in my bed a couple nights ago. I forgot what got me thinking about it. Um, because I was watching a criticism video on a show.
What show?
I can't tell you. And
What?
I can't tell you, bro. But I was watching criticism on a show.
What? What do you mean you can't tell me?
Because you need to watch the show.
Is it Arcane season 2?
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
Okay, well, just watch the show, bro. Because you keep pissing me off, bro.
Oh, whatever.
I've been telling her since November to watch the show.
Let me go at my own pace. Let me go at my own pace.
Anyway.
It took you forever to watch Abbott Elementary, so I don't want to hear about it.
Okay. Well, at least I watched it.
Well, I saw season 1 and I saw the first 3 episodes of season 2.
You saw season 1 when it came out.
Okay.
That was 3 years ago.
And I saw the first 3 episodes of season 2.
Why not watch the rest?
Because I haven't gotten there yet, okay?
Ah! Look at that! Okay, anyway. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really have any, like, bad things to say. They were just comparing, like, season 1 to season 2. Well, they were giving criticisms, but it wasn't like, oh, this is, like, shit or whatever, this, that, and the other.
Oh, yeah.
They were giving constructive criticism. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, actually, there's a lot of, like, multiverse tropes and also, like, I wouldn't say they're exact same, but they're not the exact same, but they can be similar, like, I guess in the same vein of, like, the fish out of water trope.
Like what? Well, not like fish out of water, because that's like, I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of stories, but like,
oh multiverse. No, just like I don't know, where you just get transport, you know, you haven't watched the show, but like
Yellow Jackets. No, I don't know.
Actually, I guess technically, yeah, in a way, yeah, but not what I was talking about. But yeah, actually, if you think about it, because they're high school girls and they crash land into the woods. Actually, I guess that does work. But no, I was thinking more of like a show like Amphibia or like The Owl House. And I'm not saying those are terrible. They're bad shows. I love those shows. Famously. But it's like those are fish out of water example like stories.
Oh, yeah, Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Yeah.
That's most shows.
That's like a lot of kid shows.
Pretty much every Disney Channel show.
Really?
Most of them. Hannah Montana, Witches of Waverly Place, Jessie.
Well, I was thinking more of like in a literal sense. Like, for example, in Star versus the Force of Evil, where she literally goes into like a different dimension.
Jessie moved from Texas to New York.
An exaggerated. Like where it's like a like literal like exaggerate like Amphibia, they get transported into an amphibious world.
Oh,
like they literally get transported into a different like dimension. That type of
I'll
like.
just stick with my answer being Star versus the Forces of Evil. What was the point you were gonna make with this, as it relates to multiverses?
Oh, because they kind of get teleported to like a different dimension, area, planet, depending on what it is my own mansion. But anyways, back to the multiverse, because I was thinking about it, because I'm like, I think tropes are fine, but there's definitely a wrong way to do it. And sometimes if you don't do it right, it just comes off like a cheap cash grab, which is what a lot of movies are nowadays, honestly.
No, for real.
But like, for example, with like what was it, the Doctor Strange movie? Don't piss me off.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. I was that movie made me extremely upset because I can't remember if it's in the Doctor Strange movie, because I get it confused, because that and then the latest like Tom Holland Spider-Man came out at a similar time.
I think the No Way Home or whatever it was came out
is that the
first.
One? Which one is the one where?
Actually, no, because he couldn't have come out first, because Doctor Strange didn't know who Spider-Man was, because he had to, at the end of the movie, had to erase nobody knew who Spider-Man was. He had to erase himself.
I can't remember which is the movie where Spider-Man like isn't the Doctor Strange movie where he like messed up the portal and then Doctor Strange had to go in and fix it, because that's where that like America girl came in, right? Mm-hmm. That's the Doctor Strange movie, right?
Yeah.
That movie made me so angry, because all they had to do to stop that entire movie from happening was to stop casting the spell and just do it again.
Well, I'm sure there was something that prevented them from doing
Well,
that.
whatever it was,
Whatever plot armor, but
whatever it was, they did not explain it. That was my I that.
and like I don't know. I just feel like I just keep seeing those tropes
But
everywhere.
also,
Like,
I haven't seen a. I It's been a minute since I've seen a good Marvel movie.
yeah, that is true. Because I was trying to think of because I had a specific movie in mind. I think it came out recently, but it's I didn't write it down.
Was it
I didn't think to write it down.
that movie with Florence Pugh and Harry Styles?
Oh,
That was not a good movie.
I saw it. It had me like I thought it was pretty good until they revealed like what was actually happening, and I was like,
Well, my
really?
problem was I thought it was predictable.
Well, yeah, true, but like I was like kind of messing with like the sci-fi like um mid-century like what's actually going on, like kind of like uncanny like cookie cutter vibe. I was kind of rocking with that
Yeah,
because I love
they were trying to do
that's a trope I
very.
like.
I feel like they were trying to go Truman Show, but they couldn't really cross that bridge. They couldn't make it all the way over.
Yeah, and then I just feel like the ending was corny about how like the boyfriend was actually just like he has no life. He just wanted to keep his
Also, that
girlfriend
was
here or
terrible.
whatever.
If I was dating someone and they did that to me, that's like this. I'm sorry, but what he did there was actually despicable.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Which I'm sure
I
is like
think
part of the
yeah.
horror of the
And then
movie.
also I
But
remember there being like all this drama behind that movie.
yeah, I can't remember. Was it
It
something
was
to do
like
with the?
Harry Styles with the
It was something.
director and
Yeah.
Florence Pugh, and then well, I don't know. Don't sue
No, it
me.
was.
I
I
don't
think it
know.
was from someone else on. I'm not really sure.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I remember hearing about that. What other shitty multiverse content is out there? I mean, like I feel like Marvel has kind of beat it to death.
Yeah, definitely Marvel. I had a movie in mind and I can't think of it right now. Yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, but if you do want to hear about a good multiverse movie that came out at the same time as Doctor Strange, is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, well, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful movie. Love it. Fantastic.
This is gonna kill me, bro. This is literally
The
gonna
movie?
kill me. But also, like, since we're on the topic of Marvel,
Mm.
since I can't think of what I was
Is it
going to talk
Morbius?
about. No,
Oh, then I give up.
I never saw that movie.
I didn't either. Heard it was garbage though.
What was that movie? Like, oh, The Eternals.
Didn't see it.
It was like it was basically the Avengers, but they were like the Celestial Avengers, pretty much.
Oh,
Like like I want to call them the Guardians of the Galaxy, but they're not the Guardians of the Galaxy because they're their own team. So it's like they're like the universe's guardian. Like I don't know.
mm.
It's like one of them's speed, one of them's like super strength, one of them's teleportation, one of them's like light or whatever, like all this crazy
Interesting.
stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, one of them I want to say has something to do with her voice or something, like she can
Echolocation.
yeah, I don't know, something like that, like like stereotypical powers like that, except they're like protecting the earth from like this big celestial being that they never touch on ever again, and the thing's not dead, so he's just kind of there, and no Marvel movie has thought to mention him ever again.
Well, my problem with the Marvel, like with Marvel and the multiverse stuff, is like it's just too big, and it's like it loses its impact when you don't see how to. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's my problem with a lot of Marvel movies, especially like it always like ever since because at first like having all the different Marvel movies was fine, but then once I've like end like once like
Yeah,
the Avengers franchise
yeah.
like officially became established and they're like a unit, it started to make less and less sense to me because it was like, okay, I understand there's obviously a lot going on in this universe, but it's like in some of these movies it just doesn't make any sense why there aren't other people. Like you're trying to convince me of these things. Like in the Spider-Man movies, I understand it's because of all like the discrepancies with like Sony and Marvel and all that, but it's like it really just doesn't make any sense that these are these like universe shattering events going on in the Spider-Man movies and there's nobody because
I
presumably most of them all live in New York.
Well, I think Well, I can see the very yeah. If
Like
you're
it
looking
just
at it in a literal sense like that, like yeah, I can understand because like what do you like? It's Iron Man. Well, I don't because Iron Man he was like the first Avenger, so I don't probably it's not the best example. Like for example, in like the Black Panther movies, where's everybody else?
well, no, the Black Panther movies make sense because they're in an isolated location in the middle of Africa.
Well, yeah, but I feel like they because well, I mean, because they called the Black Panther over. I'm like,
That actually is true. Black Panther was in
well,
Avengers.
also,
No, he
well,
was in
actually,
Avengers.
let me not say that because they really didn't need no help. To be honest, they
Yeah, they
really
did need
didn't
help, but what I was gonna say was
because they
that
had I'm forgetting their names, but the
female warriors.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they were good. Like
yeah,
they didn't need to call anybody. But like in the Spider-Man movies, or even some of like the Hulk movies, or like the Captain America movies, y'all need help.
yeah.
Or all of like the mini series that they do on Disney Plus, y'all need help for real.
I think it's supposed to be like in the solo movies or like in the solo like TV series. I think it's because like multiple stuff is happening at once, and this is just their story. I think for the production,
Like I
for
will,
production's sake,
well,
that's
like
just
I understand why they do it, but it just like makes, I don't know. It just doesn't make
in the world
it's
building
just it
aspect of
yeah, in the
it.
world building aspect, it's just not it, and it just makes it really hard for me to like. Well, I'm not gonna
I
say,
think they do that just for the sake of
well,
storytelling,
they
but
do
like I
because
can
like
understand.
otherwise it would just be too complicated. But what I was gonna say is that like, well, first of all, don't ask me about any movie because I probably have not seen it.
I thought you went like on a whole Marvel
Oh no,
marathon that one
I'm
year.
talking like outside of Marvel movies. Don't ask me about a movie because I probably haven't seen it.
Oh,
Um,
I haven't seen all the Marvel movies. I thought I saw at least half of them. I've barely even touched the
well, when
surface.
Endgame came out, I watched all of them, and after Endgame, I have seen everything up to Eternals. Everything before Eternals, I've seen. After Eternals, haven't seen it.
I don't think that's up to date because Eternals came out in like
Well, I'm
2021.
not saying I've seen everything. I'm saying I've seen everything up to Eternals, but everything
Oh,
after
okay,
Eternals, I've not seen.
okay.
I'm pretty sure, and I have
I don't
seen.
remember the
I've
last
seen
Marvel movie I've
Hawkeye.
seen.
I've seen.
Oh, well, Hawkeye is a series though.
Well, I'm talking like as far as series goes. I've seen
Oh,
Hawkeye. I've seen What If. I've seen
WandaVision.
WandaVision, and I've seen the first 3 episodes of Loki.
Mm.
And oh, I've also seen um whatever the Captain America one was
I
with Andy
watched
Mackie. I've seen that one.
the only. I think the only. I think the only Marvel thing I've consumed since Endgame. Actually, that's a lie. I think it was Hawkeye and it was Eternals, and that's it. I think. I
I
mean,
only
I saw the what's it called, the Black Widow movie, but
oh, dude, I actually think I'm okay. Let's matter of fact, let's just go through all of them. See what we've seen. I've seen the first Iron Man. Have you?
yeah, but it's been so long, I don't remember.
I've seen the first Incredible Hulk when it didn't have Mark Ruffalo. I've seen that one.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I've seen Iron Man 2.
I've seen Iron Man 2.
I've seen Thor, which is not a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen Captain America, the first Avenger. Seen that one.
Oh, no.
I've seen
Or
the
maybe. Well, here's the thing with the Avengers movies. I don't really remember what
Captain
I've
America
seen.
is the first Captain America movie. That's like when they got him, like when he got transported from the.
Probably not.
Okay, the Avengers,
I
the first one, like the first one they all get together. I've seen that one.
I feel like I've seen it, but it's been so long.
I feel like I don't. What was even the plot of that?
Because every time I think of Avengers, I think of Age of Ultron. That's like the first. That's the first Avengers movie that comes to my mind. I don't know why.
And no, it's the first one that comes to mind as well. I can't really remember what they were doing, but
Because I remember
I don't know
Ultron
what
was
they're
the
doing at the
robot,
moment.
right?
Yeah. Iron Man 3. I've seen that.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that too.
Thor: The Dark World, which is the second one.
I haven't seen it.
have seen that, and it also wasn't good.
Actually, I've seen one of the Thor movies. I don't remember which
It
one.
was probably the last one or the third one. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I have seen that one. That was a good one. That might be one of the best Captain America movies.
I want to say that I've seen it, but I don't think I have, so I'm gonna say no.
It's the one where Scarlett Johansson had this hairstyle, and when they gave her and Steve like a I don't want to say romance because it didn't go that far, but they had like some tension building. Which, by the way, those two should have been Endgame. I know that he went back to Peggy and whatever. Which, by the way, I have my own thoughts about that. But him and Natasha should have been Endgame to me, especially since they both ended up dying in the end. I got irritated when they ended up shipping her with the Hulk. What are you doing?
But also, I feel like it would be like kind of like a perfect ship because he's Captain America, she's Russian from the what's it called, the Black Widow agency or whatever it's called. I feel like that would be a cute like little like tropey thing.
Yeah, look, it would have. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, I have seen that one. That was good.
I have seen that one.
Avengers Age of Ultron, did see that one.
I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I will say that most of the Marvel movies that I've seen, low key, I don't really remember all of them. I don't remember the plot.
I have seen this. It was mid.
Yeah, I saw that one too, and that is mid.
Captain America: Civil War, also saw that one. That's like,
that one was strange because they were all split. Like it was like the team was split in half, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't make a lot of sense. I didn't really. Like, I got it, but...
I don't remember why they split up or anything.
I don't
either. But isn't that one where Black Panther was first introduced, though?
Yes. Obviously fully masked, and I don't think he had, like, any lines.
Oh.
But yeah, he was on...
And wasn't Spider-Man in that one?
Yeah, Spider-Man is in that one. He was on...
That was the first... Wasn't it the first one that Tom Holland was in or something? I don't know.
Well, that was the first time Spider-Man was featured. Doctor Strange, I've seen that. The first one.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I've also seen that.
I've seen it.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming came out the year after Civil War. Thor Ragnarok, saw that one. That was a good one.
I don't remember.
That's with when he has his short hair.
Is that the one where he was fat in the beginning?
No.
Then no.
Actually?
Because I remember he was fat because he was out of shape.
No, he got fat after Infinity War.
Oh, then no.
Black Panther, seen it, obviously. Yeah. Amazing movie. Probably one of Marvel's best work. Infinity War, seen it. Saw it in theaters.
So did I. I think those... I want to say Avengers, like Infinity War and Endgame, that was like the last like big theater experience.
Dude, it was. I haven't been to a theater like
where it was like that packed or people were like lined up and there was like a line too, outside.
Actually. And the Avatar movies.
Yeah, but still it wasn't... People weren't quite as like hyped.
That's
for,
true.
Like,
that is true. That's true.
Endgame, everybody was at the theater. Everybody was like... That was like back when like...
This is 2018.
It was acceptable Endgame to be like Endgame and like Infinity War was like one of those movies where like it was acceptable to be like like audibly gasp in the theater and be like, no, don't do that. Oh no.
Actually,
that type of reaction.
I don't know if you're gonna like this answer, but the movie before this that had a theater that packed was Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2.
That makes sense. That checks out though.
Yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp, saw it, also wasn't very good.
No,
the
I didn't like it.
Are not good. I'm not gonna lie, they're not.
Yeah, they don't make sense either.
It's like they didn't really care, and then they try to like give them more to do with after like Endgame and everything. Captain Marvel, didn't see it.
Actually, I saw Captain Marvel.
If I did see it, then I don't remember.
I have a distinct memory of watching Captain Marvel.
Actually,
in theaters.
I didn't know. I did watch it. I did watch it because I remember I thought it. I definitely did not think it was worth all of the backlash, but I also thought it was just fine.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in theaters and I thought it was just fine too.
Yeah.
I was it's okay. It's not terrible. But I also think like at that point I was like, okay, I feel like we're low-key kind of running ideas, but this is not terrible. It could be it could be much worse.
And it got worse. It gets worse. Spider-Man Far From Home, saw that.
But that one was a forgettable movie, I'm not gonna lie.
Far From Home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it low-key was.
That's the one.
It's not the best Spider-Man with Tom Holland at all.
Because that's the one where I remember the first one, I remember the second one because I remember the first one because they introduced Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the second one, and I remember the third one because I had all three of them.
Well, this is the second one, so yeah, it's forgettable. Then Black Widow, saw that.
Yeah, that one was good.
It was good, but it was not.
The CG, it was good, but the CGI was terrible.
The CGI was terrible. Also, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
And
I definitely thought it was going to focus a lot more on her past, but it kind of like, I'm not going to say it brushed over her past, but it like, I thought the whole movie was going to be about her past, but it wasn't.
Coming from somebody who doesn't read the Marvel comics, like I'm not like a big like I read comics, but like I pick and choose. I'm picky about what Marvel comics I do read and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really into superheroes.
Yeah, so I didn't really know much about Natasha like that, and it was okay. It was okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I would feel like a 7.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Shang-Chi, didn't see it.
Oh, but I will say though, like I remember in theaters, like everybody was talking about how Florence Pugh saved lives in that movie.
I'm dead.
That was so funny. Well, I mean, they're true. That's true.
Yeah. No, Shang-Chi didn't see it. Actually, I will say
I didn't
with
see that one
Black Widow,
either.
I thought it was really cool how they like when they were talking about Florence Pugh's character. It was cool. Yelena.
Yeah,
It was cool to see like how the blip would have like actually affected people because we didn't really get to see how how it would actually affect
yeah.
somebody.
I think we only got to see that with the Ant Man's daughter,
Yeah.
and then Yelena.
Yeah. So that was cool. Eternals, like I said, didn't see it. Spider-Man No Way Home saw it.
Oh, I saw Eternals.
Oh, how was it? What would you rate it?
No, I already talked about it,
What
but
would you rate it?
uh, low key, I kind of liked it. I just feel like for like a one-off thing, I feel like it was pretty okay. But do I think it was unoriginal? Yes.
Mm, mm,
But overall, was it terrible? No. I would
mm.
give it a 6.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Not terrible, but not great.
Okay. Yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home saw it.
Saw it. I'll give it an 8
I
because I feel like it was good watching it in
okay.
theaters, but it's not a movie I would watch
I
again.
would give it a 7.5. It would be an 8, but obviously I just am very petty and I dislike the ending. But more importantly, Aunt May died for no reason. Like, sorry if it's a spoiler, but she died for no reason. She did not have to die in that movie. It made no sense. Like, respectfully, Spider-Man already has no parents, and I don't know if it's comic accurate or not, but the dude already has no parents. Now he lost his girlfriend. Basically, all he has.
Oh yeah, because nobody remembers him.
Yes,
That
basically
pissed
all
me
he has.
off.
I don't even know if he's still friends with whatever his friend is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna call him Nate, but I don't think that's correct. Whatever his friend is, I don't know if he's still friends with him or not. But Aunt May died for no reason. Makes no sense. Also, what I don't know. It made even less sense to me because she was supposed to be having some kind of like they were trying to do this like ship between her and Happy. So I was like, well, that was like a fun little side ship on the side, and they killed her off and got rid of it. Like it made me mad. Whatever. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Like I said, it made me angry.
That one wasn't interesting.
It was fine. Thor: Love and Thunder, didn't see it.
Didn't see it either.
I did hear from Chris Hemsworth though that I said hear as if I know him, but like he did an interview where he talked about he also didn't really like the movie. He thought it like wasn't really a good balance because yeah, basically he didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he initially wasn't going to do another Thor movie, but he's going to do another one because he doesn't really like how this one ended up, which is pretty respectable, especially considering how good Ragnarok was, and this one was just kind of like a whatever. Wakanda Forever,
That was good.
Good.
It was
Angela Bassett died for no reason as well.
It was good. It didn't go in the direction that I thought it was going to go.
Also,
I do like the fact that that T'Challa did have like a son. I thought that was really cute at the end.
that was
But
Shuri should have been a villain. I'm sorry, not a villain, but an anti-hero.
also,
But
I thought she should have been Black Panther. I really thought she had it
Shuri?
in her. Yeah.
She wasn't.
No, she was, but she gave
Oh,
it
you
up at
mean-
the end to give it to the son.
Okay, that did also make me
Because
mad.
after that whole experience, she was like, maybe I'm not built for this.
Okay,
Maybe it's really not me. Maybe I'm not him.
That didn't make me
And
that made me very upset.
And then she saw like his secret child or whatever, and she's like,
which to me, I'm
and
sorry,
then I don't have to do this
I
anymore.
thought it was a cop out. I definitely thought it was a cop out because now they can basically just replace him with whoever they want instead of actually having to take the time to develop her story correctly as like a good anti-hero.
Because I feel like she would be that she'd like
she'd be a good anti-hero.
I thought
she's still very resentful, so it definitely makes me mad. But I know Marvel is lazy with things that they do.
Because I feel like
in the Wasp Quantum.
Wait. I feel like her and Yelena, like I feel like their characters just kind of there now. Like they're not doing much with them. Like they're just kind of there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like those two. Well, Yelena came back in Hawkeye, but then again, she didn't do much.
Well, she
because
came
in the
back in
end,
Hawkeye because she's trying to kill
Kate.
No, other guy.
Oh, Hawkeye, right?
Yeah. What's his name? Clint. She was trying to kill Clint.
Yeah, because of the thing that happened with Natasha and the cliff, I think.
Yeah.
That whole thing. But like, you can have the rest if you want. Yeah, but I'm just like, I feel like, again, and because in the end she didn't even do that. Which I mean, I figured she wasn't going to do that because I mean it's Marvel, and you can't kill off. I mean, you already killed off over half of the Avengers, so you can't.
Marvel, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Marvel would be so much better if they weren't so afraid of killing off characters. They kill off the wrong people.
Like I feel like Marvel would be because they killed off half of the Avengers, yes, but I feel like they died. I don't want to say they died for no reason, but they just kind of they die. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, they just,
Yeah.
I feel like they killed off the characters that people watch Avengers for.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
killed them off. They killed off Iron Man. Captain America's not here anymore. Um, damn, who else
Black
died?
Widow.
Black Widow's not here. Yeah.
Thor basically doesn't interact with the Avengers. Everybody forgot Spider-Man.
Yeah, Doctor Strange,
All
he
right, bro.
that was something else that I thought was strange about Doctor Strange was that like I feel like he's like the most well besides Spider-Man, he's like one of the newest additions to the Avengers and then like he just kind of like started running shit. He
Well,
just
like it low-key makes sense because being in control of universes like would make you pretty powerful. But I think because a lot of the other people like
but I feel like he just kind of got those like if you watch the first movie, also
yeah.
I do like his first movie. His first movie was pretty
His
good.
his first movie was good.
But he just kind of got. I mean, like, yeah, he got the hang of the powers and everything. But I feel like that happened like really fast. I mean, of
Well,
course, like,
no, not. I mean, he had, well, kind of. Well, actually, I see what you're saying now.
because well, I don't really remember exactly how much time was spent in between,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
movie. Because
yeah.
I'm sure there was a time skip in the movie, but
There
like I
was.
don't really remember. So take what I say with a grain of salt, because I haven't seen that movie in God knows how long.
Mm,
But
mm.
I don't know. I just thought it was like I don't know.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, didn't see it, and now I definitely won't see it now
I don't
that
want to see it.
Jonathan Majors is in it. I'm definitely not going to see it now. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I heard that one was one of the
I
good.
think I saw it.
I heard that one was one of the more decent Marvel movies that came out
Well,
recently.
Guardians of the Galaxy has been like, they have pretty much have a reputation for being pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Marvels also didn't see it.
No, but I heard people were talking about how that one was ass.
I was bad, but I also don't like, I don't know, every time like there's anything about like the Marvels or Miss Marvel or whatever, I always like low-key cut them some slack because I know a lot of people are hating on them are just like misogynists.
Yeah.
But also
I feel like
sometimes the movie just isn't good.
yeah, but I also feel like they're just not writing their character. I feel like if the characters had better writing, it'd be so much better.
That's
because
true.
I watched the first Captain Marvel movie, it wasn't what I expected, and it kind of missed the mark a little bit because it was just like I don't know. Like again, it was like one of those movies where it was really just okay, and that was it.
Deadpool and Wolverine, didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but also I have to admit I watched the first Deadpool and it wasn't funny.
I thought it was fine, but
it didn't make me laugh like that. His jokes didn't hit with me.
I think it has the same problem that a lot of like Avengers movies have in general, is that it's just very like it's just kind of millennial humor.
Also,
it's like
why does Ryan Reynolds only know how to play Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, clock that.
That's all he plays.
Yeah. Captain America.
And
the rest of these haven't come out yet. Oh,
I'm sorry, but like I like literally can't. Like it's just the way that he talks. Like he always talks like this, and he always has like a certain cadence with his voice.
Yeah,
and the way that he delivers jokes, it gets stale after a while.
What I don't like is the way he delivers jokes in Deadpool. I know it's because he's breaking the fourth wall, but like the way he delivers jokes as if he's waiting for the laugh track to come in.
Yeah, it's kind of like sarcastic deadpan humor, but like it for me, I don't know, it doesn't hit like it should.
And then
be hitting for me.
Captain America: Brave New World is coming out on Valentine's Day on the 14th. I don't know if I'm going to go see that movie. I have thoughts. Also, I'm looking at the poster right now. What an interesting cast we have going on. Obviously, we have Anthony Mackie. I don't know who that is. I can't tell by the poster. This is Mario from On My Block, Ruby's older brother. I believe that's Harrison Ford, and I don't know if Mark Ruffalo is playing this red Hulk person, but the CGI on him looks terrible. This movie looks good though. I will be turning in.
That almost looks like a Suicide Squad. Almost.
It does. Thunderbolts, which is coming on May 2nd. I'm definitely gonna watch that. I think this is like a Yelena movie because it's got Yelena
in the center,
and with a fire haircut.
The Red Guardians. Right there.
The Red Guardian, which is Yelena, their dad, and then it has Bucky and I don't know what's going on the top. And then I have Fantastic. Are they redoing the Fantastic Four?
I think so.
Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Blade, oh my god!
Avengers: Doomsday and Avengers: Secret War. But these are all coming out next year. There's no date for Blade.
I could have sworn. I just thought everybody was going crazy back in the day because everybody was like, "The Avengers is over. There's no more Avengers movies," and then they popped out with more, and now they're just bad.
That's also the problem with Marvel. They can't commit. They're like, because if they commit to character deaths, if they commit to actually ending the series, then they wouldn't be making any more money. And as we know, Disney famously will do everything they can to make sure that they're getting money. And if they don't make any, if they stop movies, then they wouldn't have any money. So
It's like
they're
I feel
gonna
like
keep
you're
making
beating a
them.
dead horse at this point,
They
because
are.
I feel like they're kind of
At
stretching it
this
out.
point,
Because I
they're
feel like
beating the hoof.
if they ended it back when Endgame was like, even if you made more Marvel movies, you just stopped making Avengers movies. Like there's no more
Yeah,
like Black Widow, or like
like
maybe
the
each, or
one-off
maybe you give them,
movies.
or maybe you give all like the remaining members of the Avengers their own movie as a final send off, and then we keep it pushing moving
Well,
forward.
here's where I think they lost it. If they didn't make all of the Avengers interconnected, then they could have kept doing, like with Guardians of the Galaxy, they could have kept doing what they were doing, because Guardians of the Galaxy is and remains a good series because they're really isolated from the rest of Marvel. They basically are like their own series independent of Marvel. And that's also why a lot of like the Disney Plus series are really good, is because they're isolated, because they're not so interconnected and interwoven. And it's the same thing with Black Panther. Like the movies are good because they're not so integrated with the rest of Marvel. But when like all these other movies are, then that's when like the integrity of the movie starts to, like the integrity of the storyline starts to makes no sense. Like with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, like obviously I understand they all had to be connected due to Endgame, but then it doesn't make any sense because instead of talking about why none of the other Avengers help each other, they don't talk about it. So then when they're in these new scenarios and they're having these new problems, it just doesn't make any sense when the other Avengers aren't there. And it's like, well, then you either should have done what you did with Guardians of the Galaxy, where you shouldn't have made all these people interconnected, or if you are going to make them all interconnected, then you shouldn't have made it so deeply intertwined. Because it's like you could have easily done a Guardians of the Galaxy situation where it's like you guys are connected but not really, or like a Black Panther situation where it's like you guys are connected but you aren't. But a lot of these are so interwoven that it's like it just doesn't make any sense now. Like when they make these movies and people are missing, or there are certain exclamations that they're not giving, it just makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think they dropped the ball. But so that's enough about that.
Yeah. Do you have a topic, or do you want
I
to
did.
just?
I had a topic that we can brush on really quickly because we've definitely been talking for a fat minute.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna bring it up. We'll see. I think secondhand purchasing culture, especially well, I'm trying to figure out how I can keep this as brief as possible. I definitely think it's really disgusting the way that a lot of people prey on like basically poor people. Okay, well, first of all, I think
Action.
no, literally back to the door.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, one thing okay, so for starters, like thrifting, well, a thrift store, a pawn shop, a secondhand store, and an antique store are four different things.
Yeah.
That's for starters. I can't stand these Depop people and these resellers. Depop, Poshmark, even some of these people on Instagram. It grinds my gears. It really makes me irritated. And I literally just saw this video today that Coach released their denim bags, which wish I knew. Actually, good thing I didn't see that because I am BROKE. Sorry, but yeah, the Coach released like these new denim bags, and it's just TikTok. This girl is typing nothing right now.
I'm so sorry.
She's not typing anything. Yeah, and like people were just buying them to resell them. And what's so crazy to me about I don't even know. It's like this is definitely beating a dead horse, but it's irritating. I also don't understand like Plato's Closet makes me mad because every time I walk in there, that place is full of Shein. But every time you go and try and donate your clothes, they don't want to take anything. They trying to take all your stuff for $15. I've been in there with so many stuff like it's like name brand stuff too. It makes no sense. But every time I go to shop there, it's full of Shein. Also, I don't understand people who are so like, don't get me wrong. I definitely agree with not buying as much fast fashion because the material is terrible and it doesn't last, the quality is not good, and it's bad for the environment. All of that is understandable. But if you're in a thrift store or secondhand, whatever the case may be, and you see Shein, what? And it's cute. I don't understand the phrase, it's cute, but it's Shein, so I won't buy it when you're in a thrift store. The whole point is that it's a thrift store. So that to me makes no sense. Like if your argument is because, oh, well, it's polyester, it's not going to last, yada, yada, yada. Like, okay, that's a different thing. But to be like, oh, I'm not going to buy it just because it's Shein. Well, it's like, okay, well, you're already in the thrift store. So whether or not you buy it, like if by not, like you're not doing the world any favors by not buying it just because it's Shein in the thrift store. Like that argument makes no sense to me. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually might end up cutting that entire section out because I don't even know what I was trying to go with that. And we've been yapping for a fat minute.
Well, I was going to add that Well, I don't know if you decided to keep this in or not, but like I was gonna add that like also thrifting's not really even thrifting anymore because it's like too expensive. So like, what's even I might as well just go to the store and buy something that's brand new.
Yeah. Well, my problem is
Sometimes because I'm just like,
my problem now with a lot of places is that the clothes they want that they sell is like I don't know. I feel like
I
lately when I've gone shopping, everything is ugly, nothing fits correctly, and everything is polyester, which is like okay. If one of the arguments about Shein clothing is that it's 100% polyester, then why is it any better to buy something from H&M than it is to buy from Shein if they're both made from 100% polyester, excluding the child labor law violations that's going on with Shein?
it's just like
Which, by the way, most of these places like Zara, H&M, Forever 21 are probably making their clothes in the same factory as Shein anyway. So it's like, well, like realistically, what makes it any better?
because I was just like, I mean, sometimes you can come across like, oh, like actually, because I say recently, this is like 2 months ago, probably by now, but like I came across like some like really good pants, and they're like my perfect size. Well, actually, they're like a little bit bigger, but it's okay because I can wear a belt. It's fine. But like they're like my perfect pant, whatever. I like love them, and like I got them from Goodwill, like 2 months ago,
Yeah,
and I wear them like damn near every day because I love them so much. But that I don't remember the last time I found like besides that, before that instance, before that uh trip to Goodwill, I don't remember the last time I found something at Goodwill where I was like, wow, this is like actually like
yeah,
perfect for me. Like it's quite literally my style. It fits me perfectly, and I love everything about it. I love the color. I love the way it fits. I love the way it's
it's
cut.
hard.
Yeah, it's hard,
It's hard.
and it's not like super worn to the point where it's like all beady
Yeah,
or like just like ratty looking. Yeah, there's like a tiny like little paint stain on it on the butt somewhere.
no one can see
It's
it
like
though.
super tiny, so you can't really even see it. But I was like, I'm still gonna purchase it because it was like what $8
Yeah.
or something, and it was a brand I had never heard of before. It was like Cruel or something, like
Oh, Crew
K.
Girl.
No, it was like,
Oh,
or
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know. It was like
No, never
it was
mind.
KRU, like the European U with like the two
Oh,
dots.
interesting, interesting.
Uh,
Hmm.
it was either two U's or ULL. I don't remember. And it has like a mountain.
Oh, fun.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I never heard of that brand before, but I thought it was like so cute. But like I feel like you can't really like walk in and get anything anymore because
It's
like
hard. Also, a lot
and
of these
also everybody's trying to resell now,
they
so it's
are
like you
they
can't find
are
anything anymore.
exactly, which is pretty ironic considering a lot of these resellers are the same people making the like making the argument against like Shein clothing, especially because like what I think is really like disingenuous is like a lot of resellers or people, yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot of resellers make this argument that you have no excuse to buy Shein because you can go thrifting and you know they're so successful at thrifting and what was I gonna say, and like thrifting is cheaper, so it's like there's just no excuse for that, whatever, but it's like those like that argument comes from the exact same people that are buying up all of the good quality items in thrift stores and then reselling them online so that they can make a profit. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, so what do you I don't know, it's just, but honestly the other thing about it too is it's like now like when people talk about the death of malls and stuff like that, the reason the mall is dead is not because people want to online shop. People do not want to online shop.
No,
They might want to because it's convenient, but I feel like
I'd much rather go in store and try
I feel
something
like
on.
every person I know that is like an active shopper that likes to, not even that likes to shop, but like also like that just has to shop, especially for clothing, wants to go to the store. They want to try on clothes. They want to see what fits them correctly. They want to see what's flattering. And you can't because everything is ugly in store. And a lot of the and like a lot of these brands that a lot of the most popular brands don't have any in like any physical store locations. What is that about?
Or like the stuff they have online they don't have in store.
Or the stuff they, yeah, exactly, the stuff they have in store is some of the ugliest stuff probably on their entire website that no one's buying. That's probably why it's in store. And when you go in store, they don't want to show you the good stuff, or they don't. What happened to, like, I feel like you can't even go into stores and buy basics anymore. One of my favorite things about H&M used to be that their basics collection was always really good and it was always stocked. But lately, the past couple times I've been in there, they don't have any basics, or if they do, it's like basic with a twist. I don't want basic with a twist. I want a normal white t-shirt. I don't want a white t-shirt with the ruffled edge. I don't want a ribbed white t-shirt. I want a plain white cotton t-shirt, and I don't want it to be 15 sizes too big because for some reason you don't want to make the sizing accurate anymore, or you're going for the oversized look. Maybe, what if I wanted a pair of normal black jeans? Why can I not find that? If I do want to find that, why is it like, it just, I don't know, it makes me so irate.
Back to like the resellers and stuff, like, and how like Goodwill is like so expensive now. It's like people go to Goodwill because they can't afford, or at least back in the day, people go to Goodwill because they couldn't afford
sure they still
going
do.
to retail.
Yeah.
Or going, to the mall and buying like, retail store or department store clothes, because
retail too.
Stuff's expensive, and it's even more expensive now.
Yeah.
And then I feel like now all you find in Goodwill is like, I mean, yeah, like some polyester Shein stuff, but I mean, at the same time, that's not terrible because they have some cute stuff on Shein, I'm not gonna lie, but also, I mean, yeah, it's also terrible for the environment. So there's two sides to that argument.
Well, the problem with Goodwill now is that now you're even like people who are actually going there because they can't afford to buy anything retail are left with the literal like
they're left
bottom of the barrel.
They're left with napkins for a top. Like,
no, yeah, literally.
Like we can't, like, people, because like, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to where like I don't have to solely rely on going to Goodwill.
Yeah, like
to buy my clothes.
Yeah, obviously, like, we're not saying that there's anything wrong with, like, there's nothing wrong with going to the thrift store. There really isn't. Especially if you are like a big, like me, I'm a big shopper, but I also buy most of my clothes secondhand.
Yeah.
Or like I was like either,
right, because
either secondhand or something my friend has given to me, or like a lot of my clothes are not bought new.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that kind of thing is like, okay, and I'm regularly going through my closet because I don't like to have things that I don't wear. Yeah. I routinely get rid of my clothes that I don't wear, like pretty much every season, like minimum twice a year. I'm going through my clothes, and so it's like, okay, but these clothes are ending up back at the thrift store, but that's also where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, like I do a lot of shopping, but I do a lot of shopping, but a lot of these clothes.
But a lot of the clothes shopping you do is either at Goodwill or it's at places like.
But I also turn around and go and like. For me, like me specifically, the places that I buy my clothes from are normally the same places that I donate my clothes to as well.
Yeah.
So it's like if you continuously shop at the Goodwill that's by our house in the past like 5 years, I probably bought a top and then maybe it even ended up back at that Goodwill within the last 5 years.
Yeah, because like,
so it's like, yeah, like there's definitely nothing wrong with like there's nothing wrong with thrifting.
Also like. Low key, I'm not trying to spend $40 on jeans, respectfully. I'm really not.
Yeah.
Even because, like, I pay for my own clothes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do get clothes for, like, my birthday, Christmas, and stuff. But, like, whenever I want to go out to go buy my clothes, I buy my own clothes.
Yeah.
And somebody who's working, well, right now I don't have a job, so that's even, whatever.
Brokey.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Because, like, now that I don't have, like, no, I'm not getting paid every, like, bi-weekly, whatever.
Steady paycheck.
Yeah, I don't have a steady paycheck. It's just, like, I'm not, respectfully, I'm not trying to spend $40 on jeans. Also, even when I did have a job and I was getting paid $9 an hour, I'm still not trying to pay $40 on jeans.
Yeah.
I'm not. For a singular pair of jeans. Jeans are expensive these days.
They are. And it's like, well, on the one hand, I do understand because, like, a good pair of jeans will last you for years. My favorite pair of jeans are a pair of Ralph Lauren jeans that I thrifted, and I thrifted them 6 years ago, and they're still in the same condition as when I bought them. Versus, I have a pair of new Levi jeans that I bought new, and they are not in as good as condition as the jeans that I.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm going into Old Navy and I pick up a pair of jeans and I see it's $50.
Yeah, and that's why I get so upset with like the reseller thing, because it's like, these clothes,
it's ridiculous.
It's like the pricing is just so predatory. It's just ridiculous. But what makes me so irritated by it is it's by a lot of these clothes that they're reselling are not worth, like they're
like clothes from Walmart from 20 years ago. Why are they reselling for $45?
Yeah, they're not cute.
They're like $5.
Yeah,
back in 2009.
Literally, like A, the quality of the clothing is not good, and B, the style is outdated, the quality of the clothes isn't good, and it's
And
just
it's faded as shit.
it's terrible. Like it's horrible. And I'm just like, why are you even like, oh, sorry. It just
Sorry, I'm also cussing up a storm. That's my bad.
anyways,
But
moving on.
yeah.
We might be
What's
beating a dead horse.
flickering in your room?
What?
Something was flickering in your room.
Probably one of the 50 lamps I have in there.
Oh.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I might be beating a dead horse with that, but I was literally just in.
If you want, you can cut my conversation about like the multiverse and you can just leave that in for.
Oh no, it's fine. We'll see. But we can go ahead and do our birds and the bees.
Okay.
If you want. Do you want to go first?
Okay, I can go first.
Okay.
My bird for this week, actually, I'll do my bird and I'll let you go because I haven't thought of my bee, to be honest. But my bird for this week, or my birds, plural, is The Great Gatsby, the musical, because I've been listening to that nonstop since the new year. I've been listening to it since, like, before the new year, but, like, I feel like that might be my Spotify...
gonna be in your Spotify rap.
At least, yeah, it's gonna be in my Spotify rap, definitely. And maybe not, may or may not be in my top 5 too. So we'll see.
Okay.
For my top 5 songs. And then my other bird would be The Amazing World of Gumball, because that show is just so funny.
Oh, so true.
That show is so funny.
Also, I have a B for you.
Oh, yeah.
Super easy.
Okay.
My bird is the Red Note question feature, where I'm on Red Note, guys. Follow my Red Note. It's the same as my Instagram handle, SHAYES202, because I basically posted, like, there's this feature where I guess it's supposed to be similar to like stories on TikTok, but they don't expire. It's basically just like you can just type out something and then it'll like make it cute, and then you can post it as if you were posting a video. And I like posted one, and it's like just being like, I just like posted one. I asked, like, I was just like, hi, like, I'm a TikTok refugee, I'm an American, like, does anyone have any questions? And it's so funny because people ask like, they're like really like interesting questions.
People actually responded?
Oh yeah. The people on Reddit now are very active. Like they're very like interactive. They leave a lot of comments. They don't, a lot of people, like, the view to like count, at least from what I've seen, is not like on TikTok. I like watch stuff and don't like it because the TikTok algorithm is so finicky. Like, I liked one thing yesterday. I literally thought I liked this video of this girl who was like, it was like her and her friend, and her friend was Arab, and there's like this trending like song that is like in Arabic, I think. And so like it was just like her and then her friend, who I think was Arab. Not think, I'm pretty sure she was. And it was just like the two of them singing the song, and she's like, LOL, like, taught my best friend this song. I don't know, whatever. And people, whatever. Anyway, I liked the thing. Literally, the next, I scrolled one episode, I scrolled one video, and then the next 3 videos I had were all either about like Dubai bling, or it had the song in the background, or it was people talking about how they want to marry an Arab guy, or people, yes, Habibi, come to Dubai, Habibi. Like, okay, guys, but like, okay, wrap it up, guys. Like, the TikTok algorithm is so finicky. Like, if you like one thing, it's just irritating, whatever. But like on Red Note, people, so that's like why I don't like everything I see on my For You page. But like on Red Note, people really interact with like the videos. Like, they leave a lot of comments, they leave like pictures in the comments, they like ask questions. They're super interactive, and they like most of the videos and stuff. So yeah, people like asking me like fun questions. Like, someone asked me, is Texas the best state to get a barbecue in? Where in Texas should you go for a really good barbecue? Like fun questions like that. Yeah, so I really like that feature. It's really cute, and I really like Red Note, and you guys should follow my Red Note.
Are people nice over there?
Yeah, everyone's been really nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everyone's been super nice. What's your B?
Oh, okay. So my B is yesterday. Are we doxing the place or what?
Man, we might as well, bro.
Okay, so we went to Dave's Hot Chicken yesterday.
Also, to preface this, I like Dave's Hot Chicken. Unfortunately, we just did not have the great experience yesterday.
I don't think it was my first time trying it per se, but it was definitely my first time ordering my own meal. Because I think you've gotten in like in the past, and I've like had like a bite in passing or something. But like,
okay,
it was my first time actually like ordering for myself.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the drive-through, and I'm looking at the prices. It's kind of like Cane's. If you know what Cane's is, all they sell is chicken, except
Nope, all they
if you
sell
know
is chicken.
Cane's, if you know Cane's, their prices are already kind of pricey as it
Their
is.
price has been getting up there.
But then if you go to Dave's Hot Chicken, it's even more expensive.
Well, the meal that we were initially going to get is pretty much the same price as a normal Cane's meal that we get.
It was like 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but unfortunately, that's not what we received.
yeah, because it was either the guy at the register misheard Sarah, or Sarah misspoke. One of the two, I don't know. But we got the number 2 instead of number 1, which is just the 2 chicken tenders, I think, and
I think I
fries.
confused them because I think I said, "Can I get 2 number 1s?"
I don't know what happened, but
Yeah,
our order
way.
was fucked up.
Yeah,
But
we
we
got
also
the-
we didn't complain to the staff or anything.
Well, we
so
did because the problem with Dave's Hot Chicken is that they're slow. They're not
Yeah.
quick.
And also, I just don't want to come off as a Karen. Like, I really don't.
Yeah,
So I just like, it's fine. Whatever.
but I don't like that the fact their drinks aren't included with their meal.
That too. But anyway, so we order our meal. We order the number 2, which is like, I think $14, I think.
Yeah, it ended up being
per meal.
Yeah, the number 2 is $14.
So that's already like $30 as it is, around $30.
Yeah.
And then the meals don't come with drinks. You have to order drinks. And depending on what size you
They're
get,
all
it's
under-
like
yeah.
$3 per drink.
They're all under $3. The large is $2.99, and then the small is like $2.49. Something like that.
It's gonna round up to 3 if you had taxes.
That's true. That's true.
So it's around like $3 per drink. So it's already $6. So like, what else did we order that added up?
Mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese. Yeah. So that was another couple bucks. So it ended up being like $40.
No, it was $40.
I thought it was like a little bit more.
It was 40 and some change.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. It was 40 and some change. But when I saw that, and
$40.
2 people.
Ridiculous.
2 people.
Ridiculous.
Were the chicken tenders inside the sliders really big? Yes.
And were they good? Also, yes.
Were they pretty good? Yes, but it wasn't $40 good.
It was not. It was not. Chicken tenders should never be $40.
I wouldn't say I would go back and spend $15 on chicken tenders.
I would go back for the tenders because they're $11. My beef is having to get short nails for my new job, and Angel has lost its wings. I have always been I've always been a long stiletto nail girl, and now I have short almond.
I don't think they look bad. They look cute.
Well, they don't look bad because my best friend is my nail tech, and of course they look good. They're just almond Frenchies, but I don't like having short nails. I want my stilettos back. But anyway,
Are you allowed to like or you can't have any like loud colors either?
on the thing, I start training tomorrow, and it said we weren't allowed to have any colors. But
Oh.
when I walked in there for the interview, people had some fun designs going on, so we'll end up seeing how that plays out. But obviously, I wanted to make a good first impression, so we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're gonna go ahead and close the door. I'm not even gonna lie. We don't have a TikTok, guys. Sorry, I thought I was gonna make it, but we don't.
I don't know if we're in a rush to make it.
No, we really aren't. Maybe
Okay.
I'll make it by next week. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But what was I gonna say?
I don't have anything else to add. Do you?
Oh, leave your S&M topics that you want us to talk about in the comments. Give us some suggestions. If you have any personal, like, am I the asshole threads that you, not threads, am I the asshole scenarios that you want us to play devil's advocate for, then also leave those. But
Where would they leave them?
in the comments.
Oh, are they gonna leave like a link or something?
Or you can, the emails like attached.
Oh, okay.
You can email them to, if you go on Instagram in our bio, the email is there. So you actually can email your topics or your am I the asshole scenarios to us if you would like. I personally would like to read those. Or any other fun stories you want us to read. That would be a fun segment. But other than that, yeah. Happy Black History Month. Happy New Year. And we post every Sunday. So that is gonna do it.
Yeah.
Great, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, sorry. Follow our Instagram at Not So Kinky Pod, and you can also listen on Spotify and YouTube. And we still haven't figured out Apple Music, but we'll get there. I mean, Apple Podcasts. We'll get there when we get there.
Just like the TikTok, we'll get
We'll
get there eventually.
My Instagram is, like I said earlier, SHAYES202, which is also my TikTok and my Red Now. And Megan's account is private, so it doesn't matter. But click the link. below to follow all of our stuff. And we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.